Wildlife Reserve, a hidden gem in Uganda, is a sanctuary where the earth breathes freely. Nestled in the Karamoja region, this vast reserve stretches across an expanse of breathtaking landscapes, where the rolling hills meet endless savanna plains. Here, nature unfolds in all its untamed beauty, teeming with diverse wildlife.
Welcome to Pian. Pian was gazetted in 1964 as a wildlife reserve with 2,042 square kilometers. It is located in the northeastern part of Uganda and in Karamoja in particular. Pian Upe means the friendly enemies. Why? Because it comprises of two ethnic tribes. The Upe are the Karamoja, about the Pokot, and then the Pian are the Karamoja. So the Pokot are the Kalenjin that came from the south, the eastern part of Kenya. And then the Pian are the Karamoja, which from here, all this belt up to Kidepo, of course. But this is the Pian, which is an ethnic tribe, sub-ethnic tribe of these people. However, Pian is being bordered by 4 provinces, I can say, or region. One, from the north is Moroto, or the Karamoja region. And then from the west, we have Bateso. South, we have the Bagisu and the Sabin. And then the east, we have the Pokot, who are the Upe in particular.
This is the home of Africa's iconic wildlife, from what's left of the Big Five to the gentle gazelles and elusive cheetahs.
Animal species that we have here in Pian. We have the eland, of course, the biggest antelope. We have the Jackson wildebeest. We have the roan antelope. This roan antelope is a special animal for this park here. So we only find it has a black and white stripe on the forefront, and we only find it's only found here in this park, not any other park in Uganda. We only find them here. And of course, also we have the cheetah. Pian here is also well renowned because of cheetah, and then the leopard. However, the bird species, we have over 600, about 600 different species of birds. These include the most endemic one, the fox's weaver, the Karamoja apalis, which are not found in any other park, but we only find them here, and Kidepo. Rather to say along Karamoja belt, as you are driving from here to Moroto to Kidepo, you will find this special bird called Karamoja apalis. But the fox's weaver, we only find them here. And then, of course, fox kestrel, also we do find them here. Not forgetting the biggest bird, that's the ostrich, which we also do have them here. What activity do we carry up here? We do the game drive, we do the nature walk, we do the bird watching activity, and then the community cultural tourism, where we go and see these cultures. This Karamojong, how they portray their culture, what kind of dance do they have, what sort of accommodation do they have, and food that they eat. Besides that, we also do have the hiking activity. You can see that on the eastern part, we have the Kadam Mountain, which is about 3,600 meters above sea level. Besides, and then also this mountain you see in the park here is alongside Ahina Hill is where we are now, and then Napedet Cave, where we shall definitely be in for it tomorrow. Or we do the hiking safaris also along that place. Come to 2016, when I just come here, the turn-up of visitors was still low. And I'm happy with you, the journalists, that really took trouble in that year 2017 when. 2016 when I came up here, we market up the place. After marketing, the visitors turn-up started shooting up, and now average in a month we can receive about 50 and above, something of the kind. and the revenue collection has also improved because of the turnover of visitors. There is the encroachment by the neighboring communities, that is the Karamojong and the Pokot. And of course the raising of cows by the two ethnic tribes, because there is no any access way whereby these people can take their cows. So the only avenue for them for their cows to benefit is to sneak into the park. And our management, with the support from the law enforcement unit, we always really evacuate these people. We always go and chase them away from the park, because we have ever sensitized them and says, look, this is a place where the tourist comes in, they give us the revenue, and then 20% of the revenue collected from the visitors, these visitors are taken to you for social services like schools, hospital, and then roads. Now, besides, much as they are understanding the value of conservation, and which is a challenge, much as they are understanding the value of conservation, they are still coming in, which is still, I know, gradually, as we teach them, as we sensitize them, they are going to stop that. However, there's a partner which has come in. I'm not yet so sure. I'm not yet so sure about it, but that's the Space for Giant, which are coming up. They are supporting us so much in the conservation part of it. Like they said, yes, when they start up, they are coming to fence up the park, which I'm not yet so sure. With the electric fence, what is done in Queen, they also bring it up here. Already the guy or the team are already here, but when are they starting the work is not yet known. But hopefully if they come, things will stop. Why to me really I'm happy for this place, or I'm promoting this place to be a national park, is that one, the security, the disarmament has already been done. Is no longer, the security threat is no more, whereby maybe yes, you can receive the visitors from the airport and then say, where can I take it to Pian? And then the first thing that comes into your mind is insecurity. But now it's no more. There's freedom of movement. Two, the road is being worked on. And as you came, you see them how the turkeys have worked on the road, which means that's already a promotion of the tourism activity in the park. The time I came, I just said, the time I came in 2016, we had only 3 rooms. So 3 rooms now, we have expanded it more 6 rooms. That's the round antelope nest, which we saw it when you came in. That were the rooms which you checked on. Already we have rooms that can accommodate about 15 people plus, which means there's still more extension, more room to extend. Besides that, there are already investors that has already come and they have bought the land next to the park, which means in case, even if we don't have much more accommodation, these partners, these investors who are already bought the land for the lodges, we would definitely support the accommodation system. So no more question of accommodation is catered for. Just only confirm it a national park, things are at a gear. Problem animal, and this problem animal always goes to the community. And what do they go? Majorly the leopard, cheetah, they go to look for this community, the goals of the community. And then sometimes the community who are bad-hearted, who are not friendly, they tend to kill up these animals. And then some of them who are friendly and who knows the value of conservation, they call us and said, yes, we have seen your animal here, come and get them. Yeah, actually we can, it's not all that very common cases, but like this time where people are cultivating crops, so when the crops are nearly rising, growing up, flowering, and then putting maize has grown up, so this eland and then the Jackson Attabis also go and destroy up these crops. That's when now we sell, which means it's a seasonal problem animal for the eland and then the round antelope, Jackson Attabis. But the leopard and the cheetah, it's not actually is a continuous process. We always tell them, no, we don't have compensation policy because it's not provided for. It is to be passed by the parliament, and then parliament bring it to who sent it to us and says, okay, if the animal eats your crops or kills somebody, this is the terms and conditions of payment.
centuries, the Karamojong have roamed these plains, closely tied to the rhythms of the land.
Of late, okay, from the last 3 years, I can say 2022, we received 850 towards that year, and 2023, we received 1,200. So we have seen the number increasing, and equally the revenue which we are getting also increasing. Another tourist flow that comes to Pian Upe are the sport hunters. These people come for sport hunting, specific wildlife species, and they pay money to the government. These are the high paying tourists that we receive here. A wildlife oven, and people who came here by the city states provide very good memoirs about the wildlife numbers, even in terms of pictures, even in terms of the censuses, the numbers were really more. But as you are aware, when there were a lot of these overthrows, actually from the 70s, the wildlife numbers were down. Why? Government was, actually the game department could not manage these places, and then it reached the climax in during the overthrow of Amin, when the guns went to the local people, and in the process, they really wiped all the wildlife there. And, some of the animals actually disappeared completely, like the giraffes disappeared. They were all killed because this place became unmanageable. The guns were in local people's hands, and life was not easy here. It was almost like a failed state until when the NRM came up to bring some peace and order and brought some disarmament. So the numbers of the wildlife increasing. So when you are conserving, protecting resources that people want use, even illegally, definitely challenges are bound to come. So some of the most pressing challenges we are seeing is poaching. You know, these areas are surrounded by very poor communities, and to them, they see this wildlife and feel that they should really beat it, because it's the only source of protein. So poaching is one of the challenges. We also have seen the encroachment coming in this area, just because most of the local people look at it like it's land which is wasted, and then it's better to cultivate. So we have those challenges of encroachment. We have challenges of human-wildlife conflict. The wildlife numbers have increased to some extent, and these animals go out and do a lot of havoc. The buffaloes go to Kenya and eat people's maize and other crops. The hyenas go here and kill people's cows. So those are some of the challenges. We also have containment areas. There are people who settle in some part of the reserve, and we have government has given us authority to contain them as they are looking for alternatives. We have issues of invasive species. Because of climate change, we have seen this area getting covered by Lantana camara, Dichrosis cinerea, and all these are occupying or curtailing the normal grass. Some of them you find the trees have grown, and they are destroying the grass, which the herbivores want to eat. So invasive species is one of them. And we have issues of climate change. Climate change is real. It's also impacting on these protected areas. So we are seeing some of the time it becomes hot, that like in Feb, I think it was the waters were recorded, and because of the heat, some of the areas became too dry, and the fires come in. We are doing sensitization with communities here to make sure that they protect their cows. You know, we realize that cows which are protected, the hyenas and the leopards don't predate on them. But when you leave your calves outside roaming, so we are sensitizing communities to make sure that they protect and create kraals for the animals so that they are able to be protected from the hyenas. Yes. I mean, we all need to grow from a child to an adult, maybe to a old one. So definitely it's upgrade to a national park will attract in more money, more funding, because the grade it's like if you're a first grader, you get more attention. If you're a second grader, you get so upgrading it will call in for more funding and better and effective management, because funding has been our problem, and when we promote it, and also upgrading it will make sure that we manage it effectively to be able so that they can produce, the ecosystem can produce the goods and services which are very important for which these areas have been gazetted for. This area is being there is a study to see the exceptional resource values and then partition them into blocks to allow for high-end tourist developments. Actually, next month there will be 3 big companies. I can't remember the name, but one of them is the Great Plains, and other 2 that are coming to see the potential. This is still a virgin area. So for potential tourists to come, and what we only need is, for us, we are part of UA, and we pick in from the strategic plan of UA, and we are seeing us leading even in mountaineering. Once we start, it's a product which has not been there, but because of this mountain we are going to develop mountaineering. We are seeing also, when you look at the birds of Pian Upe, and we have about over 400, which again we want to confirm. There is a study which is there are guys who are coming on the start this year to confirm the bird number, so that we can market that category. We have spot hunting. This is one of the areas where we do professional spot hunting.
As populations have grown and resources stretched thin, human-wildlife conflict has become an increasingly significant challenge. As human settlements expand and agriculture encroaches on wildlife corridors, the peaceful coexistence between humans and wildlife is often disrupted. The Karamojong people face challenges as elephants raid crops, wildcats attack livestock, and other wildlife sometimes wander too close to human settlements. Uganda Wildlife Authority works with the Karamojong and other local communities, helping to implement strategies to reduce conflicts. From building stronger fences and setting up early warning systems to establishing compensation programs for lost livestock.
Guys, you are welcome to this village. This is Lomoronyangai village, where we have brought up the people. You guys and the community there, you are seeing, these are the people who perform the cultural dance, and they are truly dressed up in the low traditional wear of the Karamoja, and it exactly portrays the culture. This is something which is an inheritance from the time immemorial from their ancestral grandchildren. So they always do this cultural dance, and these ones also attract the tourism activities. One of our main tourism activity, besides game drive, nature walk, and then bird watching. We also bring you people here to enjoy up your cultural background in memory, or this cultural ethnic group, and then compare to you. And it's sort of a comparative study. When you come up here, compare with your village cultural dance, and then
also in the cultural dance there, that's where boys start selecting girls, the one they feel like to love. They find them from the cultural dance there. We have just come to Lokoreto village, locally called Manyata. So we want to see the setup in one village, what they call families, and they put it surrounding the kraal. The kraal is a collective place where all the cows of these villages will be kept. But at the moment, they have shifted it to the bush. So what we are checking here is the way they stay in the evening, the way they reside, the way they eat after they have cooked their meals. So the owners have gone to the garden. We are just seeing one of the sample of the family in Karamoja. Where we are standing in the evening after cooking, this is where they gather. Grandmother, father, the grandchildren, they all collect in the group and they eat together here. And if there is no any late cultural dancing, children go and play. Children go and play with the rest of the children, but the grandmother will remain with one of the young ones to educate how the setup of the Karamojong is in by ancestral settings.
We have the manyatas around us. You are looking around. These manyatas here, these are the accommodation where they are residing from. They sleep inside and then they cook also from that place there.
The houses you see, the father and the mother will be residing in one. Any elder daughter that gets married, will not be put out here. It's only a boy, if he brings a girl from outside, is the one that can build it in the compound of the father and the mother. And what you see is a semi-store. When they are harvesting food in the garden, they all keep the food in this store. After drying it, they take to the granary. All the cows of this family, plus the rest of the families you see, they all keep in one place in the kraal in the middle. Why they keep in the middle? For security purposes. All the families you see are to guard those cows in the middle. The huts you are seeing, it's only built by women. Women start by groups. Like if you have a friend, like 2, 3, you can go and cut the poles. After cutting the poles, you go and start cutting grass. And the day of putting the poles, after thatching, it's only the women who do the work. For us men, our work is to go for shepherding the cows, watering the cows. There is no man who has ever touched this hut, the one you are seeing. It's only women who build this, and your work is to enter. In the culture of Karamojong, why women do that? It's because they are highly paid. You can marry somebody's daughter with 60 cows. So you know you have already brought somebody who can do for you the whole work. And it's also in the instinct of ladies that the neighbor might abuse you that you have not constructed for a man house. Moreover, they have paid you. So they also have that competition. I should put for my man a good house because my parents have benefited.